Oh my word. Yeah. We're back here. I'm really sorry. There's a couple of reasons, right? There is a couple of reasons. The first one is poor old Joe still hasn't got his car sorted. It looks like it's getting sorted tomorrow morning first thing. So positive is he'll be back on Thursday, logically, right? That's a good thing. Positive thing. There you go. I also, I told you I've not been sleeping well, which is true. I've not been sleeping well at all. I did manage to fall asleep on the sofa. And so when I did wake up and Joe said he can't make it, it was a bit late. At the same time, chat, when I did wake up, I felt, I'm definitely getting sick. I felt fucking dreadful. So I'm going to try and do some semblance of a stream for you wonderful people tonight. Hopefully we can maybe be slightly entertaining. Perhaps we can have some fun. We do have a couple of different things going on at the moment. So as usual, at the moment, if you gift 5 or more members, you'll be entered into a giveaway. And for every 5 you gift, you get an entry. Mr. Rossonero came in early with 20 fucking entries, which is insane, right? Absolutely insane. But yeah, we will be doing a giveaway if you gift 5 or more. And as you can see right at the top, we've got the Jet Bike Journey series. I said to you all at lunchtime that if we hit 300 for the day, what I would do is I would start a new pre-recorded series 1 week. I'll try and do a video every 2 weeks where we I build Simon. Build a Simon Warhost Jet Bike Journey. You guys can follow along. Pre-recorded content. Try something new. Try and mix up a bit. YouTube struggling, chat. Marky Mark, by the way, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships to kick us off so we don't sit on 0, sorry, forever. You're an absolute legend. I love you. I now have to update 2 of them so we can keep track of both. Bang. There we go. Thank you, Marky Mark. You absolute hero. What a legend. I don't know, guys. I don't know how many YouTube channels you guys watch. I don't know if you watch more than me. I don't know if you watch lots of channels or some channels or not very many channels or what. I don't know if you watch just Warhammer content or gaming content or whatever. But YouTube's in a funny old place right now. YouTube's in a really strange place right now. And it's becoming increasingly more challenging by the week. Keen on the Jet Bike Journey. Thank you so much, mate. You're a hero. You know, there's people that in different industries that I watch who have recently put content out there on the YouTubes about what's going on with it, and it's in a bit of a mess, quite honestly. The algorithm is not rewarding those people that have been doing this for years and do the same thing. It's pushing short form content, as in like actual like TikTok-y type short form content, and it's pushing AI content, which I really don't enjoy at all. So yeah, not great for us creators, but it's what's happening. Not ideal, but hey. So I'm gonna try and mix up and do something a bit different, right? That's what I'm gonna do. Just Warhammer content, you and Titans. Oh, bless you, Mark. Thanks, mate. So there we go. I'm trying to mix up a little bit and add some more content into the pool of things we're doing. So I think I'm getting to the point now where I have the capacity for it, which is well, I have the time, maybe not the capacity, but you know what I mean. If you guys have got any suggestions as to things you'd like to see, things we could do differently, things I could do differently, etc., please feel free to stick it on a postcard, throw it at me, right? Dual stream Twitch for Primes. I'm setting that up. I'm in the process days of setting that up. I reckon by next week I'll be dual streaming to Twitch at the same time. I thought YouTube was anti-AI. Well, so did I, but what I was reading was that it's pushing AI content, which is odd. I don't know. Maybe the robots who moderate the content are pushing the robot content. Don't know. But yeah, you can also stick any kind of question on a postcard. You can stick any kind of suggestion on a postcard. You could tell me what your favourite sandwich filling is. And if you do have a favourite sandwich filling, do you ever add crisps / chips into that sandwich filling to make it crunchy? You can tell me things like that. Tell me anything you want about 11th edition. 11th edition, what I'm going to talk about, right? So, I don't know if you guys saw today, whilst we were live, or just before we went live, Games Workshop put an article out. Oh no, wrong one. Wrong button, hang on, that one. And here it is on Tuesday, the 4th of August. New terrain templates match your battlefields to your army. Click. New terrain templates. The free Warhammer 40,000 terrain templates are now available in 4 new styles to match your miniatures bases, and you can download them below. So, Death World Jungle, Imperial World. Graphically looks really nice. Maelstrom World, and then Death World Snow. Missions from Warhammer 40,000 make use of a standard set of terrain areas to help give your battlefield the right amount of mixture of terrain. And until now, they've been available in a dusty brown to reflect the furious war and Armageddon. Battles take place on all kinds of worlds, though, so now you can download template files for terrain areas in 4 common basing colours. We've just gone through them. These are a great fit for armies based with Verdia, Velt, Tufts, Astraganit, Martian, Ironcross, or Valhalla and Blizzard. Matching terrain is a great way to give your army a bit of extra pizzazz and helps your terrain areas blend in nicely. Here's a bit of a kicker though for me, right, chat? This is a bit of a All you'll need to do is make sure you print these templates on A3 paper, or they'll end up in all kinds of strange sizes. You can find them all alongside existing templates for the Armageddon themed terrain areas in the Warhammer Community Downloads page now. There's a downloads page, right? There's a couple of things before we get into whether I think this has or hasn't made the game better, because I have opinions. There's a couple of things about it though, right? They are decent looking graphics, I think, right? But for most of us, if any of us or most of us have an at-home printer, right? One, almost certainly not going to have one that can print A3. 2, probably not going to be able to print one that's as high enough quality to make use of all that detail. I don't get it. Like, that's just, it's just not, it's not usable. Like, hey, just use your A3 printer in your house and print these. I mean, it's the fact that they're a download and they're available is fucking good. It's really, really good. I suspect that a lot of people will be taking that download to turn it into fucking 3D prints of some sort, the right sort of size and shapes. But I just feel like there's kind of a swing and a miss here. Like, the concept's cool. Getting you to be able to, giving you the capacity, and they did it kind of recently with the Exodites stuff. In the Exodites book in Kill Team, it tells you how to make the Exodites, it tells you how to make the terrain, right? Shows you how to make the terrain from scratch. I'm all for this kind of stuff coming back in Warhammer. I'm all for it. I think it's massively positive. They go, hey, see this cool piece of terrain? We're going to show you how to make it. You don't actually have to buy anything from us. We're going to show you how to make it. We're going to show you the bits you need to put this together, the shapes you've got to cut. Here's some templates. I'm fucking well for this kind of Warhammer coming back. I'm super behind it. I'm super behind a bit of hobbying in our hobby. It's amazing. But just use your casual A3 printer. It doesn't really work. So, you know, the Silence Falls, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. What a hero. What a fucking legend. What a man. What a guy. Working towards that jet bike journey. Working towards that jet bike journey. I'm building this jet bike army no matter what happens, chat, for reference. It's just whether I spend a reasonable amount of time and effort documenting it for you wonderful people. But hey, you know, used to love the templates I had in White Dwarf back in the day, 100%. So that's, you know, that's the first part about it. The first part is they're bringing it out for you to print at home. Positive is free download, print at home. Negative is just on your casual A3 piece of paper, which most people don't have a printer for. Most printers at homes are A4 only, right? So, or smaller. So I don't kind of get that. But hey, here we are. It's free. Then I wanted to ask you people, and here's a postcard question. And I'm going to ask this to you now, and then I'm going to give you my opinion in about 15 minutes if we get some postcards in, right? If we get some super chats in with people's comments and thoughts. But in 10th edition Warhammer 40k, we had ruins and we had circles. We had round objective markers with a 40mm objective in the middle, and then a circumference of 3 inches around, or a radius of 3 inches, creating a circumference around that 40mm circle to give you an objective. and we had 5 circles normally on the table, sometimes 6, but 5 circles on the table, and they're what you had to fight over. And sometimes they were put inside of ruins, and sometimes they were put outside of ruins. But they were very specific areas, right? In 11th edition, as I'm sure you're all aware, that's changed, and we've been using them on the channel, but no longer are they circles with 3 inches of objective space around the circle. And do you remember when 10th edition first launched, you couldn't stand on the centre of the objective? Weird. Not only are they circles, not only are they no longer circles, but they're terrain areas that are significantly bigger than the circles. And this is what we've just seen, right? And we see that they're themed, and some of them look rubbly and Imperial Worldy, and some of them look Death Foresty and blah, 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 blah. But they're bigger areas. Do we think, genuinely, that these areas, as an objective, has improved 11th edition's experience versus 10th edition? I at least felt with the circles, and hear me out, because I do have an opinion, but I'm trying not to give that yet. I want to hear what you guys think on postcards. Has it made it better? Is it worse? Is it aesthetically better? Is it worse? Is it better from a gaming perspective? Is it worse? But at least when we had the circles, we had a 40mm objective that you could put something on that objective. Do you know what I mean? So you could put a relay station or an ammo dump or whatever. You could put those on the set, and you could go, here's the thing that we're fighting over. And now, for some reason, in 11th edition, we're all just fighting over ruins. And there's like bits of terrain around with like Promethean pipes and fucking generators and stuff like that. And armies are turning up to the battlefield with all these pipes and fucking containers and going, don't worry about that stuff, lads. We're going to fight over that dilapidated fucking building over there. That building with a caved-in roof. That's the one we've got to go and... Little Band of Brothers reference. That's the one we've got to go and... that's the one we've got to go and hold now. We've got to go... Get that's my... But, boss, there's Promethean there. No, ruin. Got to fight the ruin. Go and fight the ruin. That's what we do. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Stick on a postcard. I'm keen to hear your thoughts. I'm keen to hear all your thoughts on anything 11th edition, for that matter. I currently use ammo crates and computers as scatter terrain in those ruins. Granted, not everyone has those bits. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I guess that's quite easy to do. Dave, thank you for being a member for 59 months. 40k is ruined for me. Why, mate? Tim Chaser, thank you for 5 gifted. Fucking legend. Fucking hero. Love it. You're amazing. Thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. I'm going to wait to hear your opinions because I have an opinion. Any postcards? Anyone got an opinion they're dying to throw at me? Are you fighting over just a ruin, or can you not specify a build to be a command? Yeah, you can. I'm being pedantic, right? Like I said, I've got opinions. I'm going to get into it.
I also want to try and get some trees going.
Fair. Sounds cool. Have I missed anything? Not a lot, Farmer George. We've got the normal gift 5 to enter a giveaway competition going on. We've got a promise that if we hit 300 for the day, I'll do a jet bike series. I say a jet bike series. I'll do my Simhan build series as new videos, pre-recorded nonetheless. I like the footprints because it's hard to make cool looking terrain that's playable, but the footprints make it an easy line so everyone knows how it's supposed to play. We just put cool stuff on the print. Okay. Do you trim your beard yourself or get the barber to do it? Always looks immaculate. I have barber, who also happens to be a friend of mine. So he looks after me. Very good friend of mine, actually. Fucking wonderful human being. Thank you, Adam, though. What a lovely... Oh, bless you. Thank you for such a lovely comment. Oh, feel better. Mr. Sven, thank you for 5 gifted. Legend. Absolute fucking hero. Updating both of these is less fun, to be honest. But we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Thank you, Mr. Sven. Love your face. Miss your face. Hope you're doing well, sir. We're on 20 gifters, chat. And thank you to Ginger and Spruce. Great name. We have £1.50 in the super chat pot. Okay, I'm going to tell you my opinions, and then maybe this will incite you to rage at me in other ways. I think it's an improvement. I do think it's better, and I think that there's a world where you actually don't need to use the layouts. You can still use the footprints though, and I'll explain what I mean. Right. So the circles with the little objective markers are fine. I didn't actually ever hate them. I didn't love them, but I didn't actually ever hate them. And when I started playing, I used to play with just a 40mm objective of some sort. I'd literally have to measure to see if I was in 3, which is all well and good, right? That's all fine until you get to a tournament. The second you get to a tournament, it's impractical and there's arguments that happens. It's no different to the arguments that used to happen around things like blast templates or flamer, and you go, oh yeah, he's underneath it, and your opponent goes, no, he's not. Oh, yeah, well, he is, and it's all about parallax arrow. So
the footprint is just the suggestion of what goes on top. Get those multi-level buildings and reactor on there.
I knew I could trust on you, Sven. Thank you. Thank you for the $5, man. You're a hero. So, oh, it's going.
Would it be overcomplicated to add the circles back in at some point? So some have 2 square/2 circle objectives on the same map.
You could probably do that. You could probably do that. But what we're all doing, and this is, I think this is a weird byproduct of where 40k's at right now, if I'm honest. And we're kind of, on the channel, we're kind of falling into this trap as well. Although I've got opinions on battle reports. I'll talk about that later as well if you want me to.
If you do the jet bike thing, would be neat if you then made your bike into an elder jet bike kinda just to fit the army.
I don't think I'd want to ride it around if I did that, Farmer George, because I look like a fucking right knob. Broke a rib at work. It's quite a pain to just about do anything. Is it a pain to gift members? You should try and give 5 more and see if that's painful. I'm joking, Sven. I'm joking. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you for the $5. I love you. You're amazing. Right. So what was I saying? Yeah. So the circles, like that measurement, that get your tape measure for 3 inches. Oh yeah, I'm in range, and your opponent going, you're not quite in range, and then they check it, and then you check it. Ugh. So I was doing events with V. Oh my God, John McCardle. Chat, he's got you very close to jet bike journey. My Lord. Thank you, John, you fucking legend, for the 50 gifted memberships. You and Rossonero smashing out of the park today. Thank you so much. Haven't been playing enough games yet to know if I like the new objectives. On another note, I'm building at least the last of 30 Berserkers while listening to you. That's fucking incredible. Thank you, Tim, for 55 months as well. Thank you, Roland Bain, for the 1 gifted. Just to make the number odd for me. Thank you, mate.
I think that the footprints just need some creative licenses when playing casual, then use the standard layouts for tournaments as it stops numpties.
Here's the thing is, I want to talk about the byproduct of 40k, right? So I then switched to, oh my God, Farmer George with 10 gifts. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, Roland Bain for 5. Why did you gift 1 then 5? I'm now on an odd number. Thank you, Farmer George, for the 10 gifted memberships. You're a legend. Thank you, Roland, for 5 more. Fucking legends. To add 15 to these now. Legends, thank you, Jeremy, for 60 months. I really like the new addition. The footprints are part of that. Line of sight is so easy to verify, as is who's on the objective. There you go. Right, so circles. Back to circles, right? The measuring didn't really work. Wasn't really good. Didn't really help. Right? It could cause arguments, and I'm always quite passive with this kind of stuff of Warhammer. So if I go, I think he's in range of the objective, I will normally say to my opponent, what do you think? And if they say no, I won't recheck because I can't be asked with the argument, but it did cause problems, right? And so I was doing tournaments at Warminster with VT back in the days when we were friends, and I was doing those tournaments and people had these fucking circles that they were using, big neoprene mats, and I was like, okay, so you put them down on the objective and there is no measuring. You're either touching the mat or you're not, and if you're touching the mat, you're on the objective, and if you're not, you're not. And I was like, fucking solve my problem. And so I used them. I hated them. I hated the fact that I had these big dark mats, but they were useful. It's one of those weird things. It was a trade-off, right, between the immersion of the game for me and the fact that they just made it more playable in a tournament setting. So I used them anyway, and eventually we developed some for the Great Hall logo that were super thin and see-through. You might have seen them. And eventually the person who was going to make this for us, I think he started a Kickstarter and then he shut it down because shit happened in his life. So we never got them to be able to bring them to you as see-through objectives, and now you'd have cursed my name because you spent money on them, and you know you wouldn't have had them. Thank you, Mr. Sven, for 58 months. Ooh, 58. Are we liking having the anniversary chats on? It seems like we are. So that was that, right? That was fine, and I didn't hate them on the tabletop, but I did think they looked a bit ugly. I didn't think they looked the greatest, if I'm honest, you know? Then along comes Footprints. Hot take. I think terrain footprints are a significant improvement on what we had in the last edition. I think they're a significant improvement on what we had previously. And they're footprints that you can print out yourself. You can buy cardboard ones, or you can buy 3D printed versions of those footprints, right? And it's down to us, I think, to decide what on earth you put on top of those footprints. So you can put command consoles, you can put Promethean pipes, it doesn't have to be L-shaped ruins. Here's the other thing, right? Obviously, for the most part, if you're playing match play, and I suggest for a pickup game, this is probably normally the case as well. You're going to go onto the app, you're going to go to the tournament companion, you're going to find terrain layouts, you're going to find priority assets versus take and hold, terrain layout ABC, you're going to pick one you're going to lay out. But you don't have to. So if it tells you that you have to have an objective in your home and an objective in the center and 2 objectives as expansion objectives in No Man's Land, you could, if you so choose, you and your opponent, put those templates down one by one after the other, where you want, like we used to. The game will still play. Okay, so terrain might not be completely even and fire and names will be very different. You're going to have a wildly different experience playing the same mission, and that's a good thing. The fact that you can play the same mission and have a different experience just by shuffling the terrain around is a good thing, right? It just is a good thing. So I personally believe, and if we come away from this printed piece of paper or cardboard and we look at some of the 3D printed ones that are coming onto the market and that I've seen out and about, I just think it makes it look more immersive. I think it's cleaner for people to work out if someone is or isn't on or in cover. I think it's cleaner to figure out if someone is or isn't on an objective. I also think that with the bigger footprint areas, fighting over an objective looks less like 70 people crammed on a circle. So I think it's so much better.
Quick question, how come we don't see many Warhammer channels collab or interact much these days?
I'll get
Just
to that.
Feel like it would benefit all of us.
Well, I'll talk about it in a second. This is the sort of super chat questions that I love, by the way, Farmer George, so thank you so much. Brian, thank you for the 28 months. I wish there was a greater variability in the Dark Elder of Reaver bikes. And hell, let's get on with the Ravenwing refresh. Yes, preach on that last point, 100%. Squid, thank you for 40 months. My God, Sav, 40. Remember old garage days. I remember. Thank you, Mark and Mark, for the 7 months.
Karma for using a free super chat. L-shaped ruins are fine for symmetry, but give me a good hodgepodge destroyed city or other table.
Yeah, facts. Thank you, Marky Mark, for the 7 months. Only 7, but loving the content. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You're a hero. Farmer George, this is a hard one to answer for me because I'm Marmite, right? I'm very aware and conscious of the fact that some people love and some people hate. That's me. If you don't know what Marmite is, chat, if you're in America, Marmite is a yeast-based product that we put on things like toast and sandwiches. I think Vegemite is an equivalent in other countries and stuff. And there's an advert that's used on the UK TV that's about Marmite. Marmite, you either love it or you hate it, right? Love it or you hate it. That's the rhetoric behind Marmite. And I am Marmite. You love or hate me, okay? That's a fact. And some people probably hate me with good reason, and some people hate me just because they want to hate me. That's fine. And some people hate me because other people have told them to hate me. I started the Great Hall series, the Great Hall guest series, and I got a few people in. Mikey from Hellstorm, Kirioth, James from Siege, Peachy. And the people that I got in to do the show are the people that reply to me really, really quickly. But I honestly put out a metric shit ton of questions and requests to people to come and do a podcast and do a show and have a chat. And most didn't reply. Flat didn't reply, despite sometimes, often, a couple of attempts. And I think that the world of YouTube is a bit weird at the moment. And I think it's got worse. And I think this coincides with what I was saying to you earlier. So because I think it's got harder and it's more difficult to make money and everyone's making less money and right, all those things, people are kind of becoming smaugs with their audience, and they're kind of going, no, this is mine. No, you can't have it. This is mine. You can't have access to this audience. This is mine. Right? They're doing that. They're stopping it. So I feel like that's kind of a look. People are just being a bit protective of their kind of audience and their space. And I think people are a bit worried on the whole. If I share that, and I've had this experience, and I do care, but I don't care. I've had this experience where I send my audience to another channel, and then I watch that audience gift them 70 members. And I'll be honest, I'm going to be straight blunt with you people. You know what I'm like, I'm always honest, right? There's times when you see that and you go, that could have been on my show. So that's why I think people don't do it, ultimately. Because that sort of experience is like, well, that could have been revenue for this channel. But then I the way I kind of legitimize that at that point is like, well, they didn't though, so clearly my show wasn't good enough. But what we've also done is given someone else a leg up and a helping hand, and that kind of makes me feel good. So I kind of justify it that way, and that's how I kind of, you know, metabolize it. But I think it's odd, and I think more collaborative content would be better. But it's harder to do. And sometimes I always explain or always describe content creators as bars of soap. They're slippery bars of soap. Trying to get content creators in the same place at the same time is literally herding cats. It's really difficult, really hard. So it's not the easy thing to do. But yeah, there you go. That's my answer to that one. I don't think there's anything nasty in it. I don't think there's anything like hostile in it necessarily. I think people are just trying to be protective of their own spaces right now. You do tell us to show them love when rating. Yeah, and you should. You absolutely should, 100%. And I don't want to change that because I think, although I sometimes get sad and go, oh, that could have been perhaps for me, I do then go, yeah, but this creator's now having a great time, and clearly I didn't deserve it, right? So that's how we do that. But hey, such is life. And you know what? You know, with what's going on in the world at the moment and what's going on in my life at the moment, I am just kind of trying to focus on me right now and getting myself well and sorted. And I'm not in a good place at the moment, if I'm honest. I was getting better. I've had some setbacks, some serious ones, and it's been a hard time. And actually, there is a little part of me that was kind of glad that Joe wasn't able to make it today and I could not leave the house for the day. I'm in that kind of headspace right now. If another Wargaming YouTuber asked to do an interview with yourself, would you be up for it? Yes, 100%. 100%. The creator influencer sphere seems to have always been cutthroat. The tightening of cash flow has only exacerbated that propensity. 100%. Again, 100%. Yeah, I agree. And again, I don't think it's nasty, but you know, Tom Kane, 60 months, my lord! Thank you for 60 months, you legend. Evening all. I feel like we think that the anniversary chats are good. I feel like we like them. Would that be fair to say? I also wonder, chat, here's a question for you people. Here's a genuine question for you people. Is battle report content, especially long form, is it on the decline? What do you reckon? I know that when you're in the creator space and you're in the social media sphere, you've got to stay agile. You've got to assess what's going on, and you've got to think about whether it's worth time and effort to do this, especially if it's starting to die, or whether it's worth sticking at it because it'll probably be okay. I wonder if battle report content's kind of dying a little bit. Makes me seem like a medium-sized member. Oh, bless you. Slight side note on the collab thing is when Horus Heresy 3rd Edition was launched and SM Plus were told to do a collab, and who they had to do one with, they had a choice of 2 or 3 channels, if I remember right. Hey? No time for that shit to watch full, jump in streams, have fun, go to bed. Sounds good. Bat reps are boring as fuck to me. Long form seems down currently. I enjoy watching it still, especially in tournament setting. Okay. I think bat reports are growing a bit tired. Yeah, they're all a bit samey. I watch your bat reports for the banter. Don't pay much attention to the game. Okay. Your bat reps are the only stream ones I watch when I can. It is too much time. Please don't stop doing live games. It's what I come here for. Tom, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. I can't make a promise, Rob. I don't have an intent to stop them at the moment. If I'm honest, I don't have an intent to. Especially currently, I'm personally enjoying the edition at the moment. I'm enjoying playing. But effort versus return is the thing I have to keep an eye on. Thank you so much, Tom, for 5 gifted memberships. Look at that. Chat, we are 59 away from Jet Bike Journey being a thing. I think back-up content is huge in the game's strength. I think the length of the 11th box and no space Marines or Orcs coats even now. The game is obviously flat. Okay.
I will say, I'm only interested in battle reports if they feature an army. I'm interested in ATM. But that might be a me problem.
That's not a you problem, because that's a me thing, Tim. I don't know if I've ever watched a battle report that's not got an army I'm interested in. I've never watched a battle report because it's a battle report, you know? I like your battle reps because you guys are fun to watch. Other channels not so much. Bless you. All of what you do with the bat reps and talking heads have me hooked. Yes, majoritively I watch on demand, but that's why I pay the member. Bless you. Thank you so much. Personally, I love long form and live bat reps. Okay, cool. Cool. As soon as I get back into the office, you're definitely getting 10 gifted from me. Just give me a couple of weeks to heal. What's up, mate? What's going on? Kind of saying I watch Great Hall bat reps, but other folks could not care less. Aww. I think the lack of codexes means everything is a little samey. Yeah, I think so. Maybe just do 1 a week. Love the banter and the camaraderie. I'm gonna keep my options open. At the moment, I'm not looking at making any changes right now. Currently, I'm not looking at making a change.
I need Orange Man to stop bombing crap so I can afford heating oil this winter. Went from 55 PL to £1.50, but I have to have it. Unamused face emoji, sweating face emoji.
Yes, Din. That's a huge jump up, isn't it? I got my back discs fixed. Now just laid up for a couple of weeks. Back discs, my God. I've always enjoyed your battle report format for the banter and laughs as much as the actual game. Thanks, mate. I watch on the phone. It's really hard to see what's going on in the bat rep. Yeah, that's fair. I think a lot of bat reps look samey nowadays. Yeah, see, it's really, there's quite a spread of opinions, isn't it? I watch your content for the personality. Struggle with other channels' bat reps. Oh, bless you, Mike the Mike the Mad Nord. Love it. Hate short form. Love watching everything. The interactions around the dice rolls are what makes the game. Dice should tell the stories. That's a play on fucking reference, isn't it? Play on say that. Dice tell stories. Thank you, Yeston, for the $5 as well, by the way. I majority just watch Horus Heresy Battle Reports, SM+, but used to watch 2 or 3 others. They stopped putting out content altogether. Oh, really? I've actually been on-following the channels that don't do long form. I want to see the rolls and the banter, not a recap and a scoreboard in 30 minutes. Love your streams. I don't. So there's the only short form that I've ever liked is play-ons. The only short form I like is play-ons. Other short form where they do what you say, I'm not a fan of it because the dice rolling is the bit. That's the kind of dice rolling is the risk. Just dice rolling is the jeopardy. Dice rolling is the I can't fail this 2-inch charge. That's, you know, that's the bit. So if you don't show dice rolling, you're not showing the tension. Only watch your channel, find the rest boring. Ah. Did you get your L4 and L5 discs fixed by any chance? You're the only ones I watch more than once, even if I can't catch it live. Love you and your team. Always lift my mood on a tough day. People, stop being nice to me. Tabletop Tactics, new hyper-edited videos are not fun to watch. I've not seen one yet, so I can't pass comment. But I normally love what Lawrence puts out, so I need to have a look before I can pass comment and judgment. And even then, who am I to judge? He's significantly more successful than I am. Interesting. Interesting to see the split. Yet more proof that you can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all of the people all of the people all of the time. I was looking at roof-mounted cameras today, chat, for hobby content. Because I feel like that shit's timeless. Hobby content's timeless. I think the best Warhammer content is the stuff closer to the peasant experience. Why talking about rules and building a model is good content? Yeah. I think a lot of channels, like I try and do this on purpose. Okay, so like we have a bunch of content. We've got me talking to you people like this. It's normally 2 shows a week. We've got me and Joe talking about the Warhammer, you and your mate experience, 2 shows a week. We've got games, 2 shows a week. Evidence suggests that it's not the best thing to do for the channel because it fucking really screws the algorithm all over. But I think it gives a nice spread. And so I'm keen to not lose the spread, if you know what I mean. Like, I think that it gives a good variety of what the hobby's about. I'll quite happily sit and talk to you people one-on-one about models, and I kind of want to bring back hobby night because I miss it. Oh, I might do a hobby showcase this week, by the way, chat. I might do that on Friday. A Great Hall showcase again. I know you guys like those ones. I find hobby content really boring to watch for the most part. Just someone sat there building in silence. Yeah, there's a trick to it, isn't there? There is definitely a trick to it. Your live content is the best by far, but I am most comfortable with your crew for live. Ah, thank you. You're too kind, you lot. Play-on's 40k in 40 minutes is good, but their live streams don't hold a candle to yours. I don't know about that. Lego definitely doesn't help the algorithm, yes, Tim, but I promised it. We figured it out. I promised it back in the winter of 2024. So, you know, my voice is going now. This is part of me not being very well. After doing an hour and a half talking show at lunchtime and now doing so far 45 minutes tonight, my voice is starting to go. Thing is with the talking heads, ones with and without people I really enjoy. I put them going while I'm driving or working alone, and it puts my mind at ease. Oh, bless. That's amazing to hear. The talking heads, this bit right here, this type of show is my favourite. This will always be my favourite type of show, by far. I could go back to full-time employment and I wouldn't stop doing these. Alpha Omega, thank you for 17 months. Amazing. Amazing. I mainly listen to all my 40k content while I work instead of sitting at home watching. Your channel is by far my favourite, as I love listening to the banter and fun content you put out. Insane. I hate that YouTube punishes channels for trying different things and instead expects you to just make multiple channels instead. Well, apparently so. But I don't know people that have a lot of success doing that either, because I don't like the concept of monetizing multiple channels. So if you have an individual, like, let's say I created a 40k channel. Well, I've got a 40k channel. Let's say I created a Heresy channel and I created an Old World channel and I created a Kill Team channel, right? And I had 4 channels. There's no way I'm not monetizing all 4, because some people will just like Kill Team and won't like anything else, and some people will just like Old World and won't like anything else. So I have to monetize all 4. But the reason why I hate that is because if you're an individual who likes all 4, there's or 2 of the 4, the potential you need to have more than 1 membership, which is another reason why I don't put content behind the members paywall. Because if I ever do go down the route of multiple channels, you could be a member on one of those channels and you don't have to be a member on all of those channels, and then you'd be able to still watch all of the content.
We might be best chat, but you are best Liam.
I've not felt it this year, chat. I've not felt it. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Evan, thank you for the 1 gifted. You're a legend. Hi guys, I've finally joined the membership. Battle reports depend on personalities of the presenters, and the most important banter and honesty is there with your channel. Oh, thanks, mate. How many Chaos Dragons are coming to Hobby House? I have no idea. Toby put the order in. Couldn't tell you. Don't know. Yes, and thank you for the 1 gifted membership. Thank you, Yeston, you're a hero. We are 57 away from the jet bike journey. And 43 minutes. We need more than a member a minute. If every single person gifts one, that we'll get it. We'll get jet bike journey. Thank you, Danny, by the way, for becoming a member. You become a member off your own fucking volition. It's incredible. Like, it's just amazing. It still blows me away every day. Will you be getting one to build on the channel? Probably not. I can't imagine we'll have a huge allocation. I don't know. And people could buy them. Go on, gang. He loves a member. Oh, thank you, Ross. I do. A big throbbing one. Without doubt. David, thank you for the 1 gifted. Oh. James, welcome to Hasir tier. Is that now? I think that's that now. Yeah, that's that now. You're amazing. You're amazing people. Thank you so much. We're 5 away from membership target for the stream. 1 set gifted 5 and we hit 100 members for the stream. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? We've also got a giveaway from the other day to do, right? So If I go to my Google Sheets. So I'm sending you the biggest of hugs. Biggie hugs. Thank you for 35 months. So Friday should be the 31st. We did that one, though. We did those giveaways. Did I not do one for the 31st? Whoops. Well, I've got all the ones from earlier anyway. Can't wait for my terrain to come this week. Amazing. Enjoy it. Biggie, thank you for 5 gifted. Chuckles, thank you for 5 gifted. Oh my god, chat. Oh my god. It's happening. I really want to do this jet bike series as well. Really want to do it. That man was rather pent up in chat the other day. What man? Thank you so much, you beautiful human beings. We're on 105 members. Look at you go. 45 from Jet Bike Journey. And then you can tell me what you want me to do with it. El Govpo, thank you for the 1 gifted. You're a legend, thank you, mate. Which man was pent up in chat? I want to know. I want to know the story. Mr. Squeezer, what a name. Mr. Squeezer, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. Hero. Heroes, you're all heroes. That's my best singing, that's what I can do. If you can call it that. I played against Elder Jet Bikes on Saturday and got run over. Did you? Dane's membership is all I can afford for the foreseeable. My 35 grand renovation is currently sat at a 61 grand cost. My God. Well, if you're 61k in, Ross, then, you know, what's fucking 5 gifteds between friends? Jesus, fuck. How come it's so bad? Thank you, Nathan Might, for becoming a Scarlett member with a Tabletop Titans logo. What a fucking hero. Wasn't right ask. Oh, right, okay. How have you got to near double? What's going on there? That's quite the difference. Is there not a point where you can turn around and be like, you guys are taking a piss now? It's not happening. No? Yes? No? I mean, I feel like logically you can go, yeah, fucking Jesus Christ, lads. Brian, thank you for 5 gifted. It's going, it's happening. And we might make it. We might make it. We might make Jet Bike Journey. 37 to go. We might make Jet Bike Journey. It turns out a supporting wall was a load-bearing wall. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Love the channel, looking forward to come to HH on the 20th to see you and the team hopefully.
20th, what day is that? 20th is this Thursday. I will be in, because game stream. I hope. Scheduling's hard, right? I've got members of the team all over the place at the moment, because a lot of them, apart from Joe, who works for me, obviously, and then there's the rest of them who all have normal day jobs. Did we discuss the terrain already? I know nothing. Yeah, the question was simply, is the terrain footprints better or worse? I think better. I said better. I voted with better. Yeah, supporting wall being a load bearing will make it a bit of a difference, because then you need to put a whole new beam in, right? Not that I know a lot about building construction, to be fair. It's a relatively pointless for me saying that, because I don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about, but... Oh, YouTube's telling me 115 new members. Why am I got 113 and it says 115? Well, if it says 115, 115 it is. I don't know where those stealth members came from, but I'll take it. Could we get Dan from packing on game night? I doubt he doesn't play Warhammer. Can random terrain be used to make the stuff for the new footprints? I'd guess so. Chuckles, thank you for 41 months. Struggle to catch you live as often as I would like, but still listen to you on demand and not played 40k in well over a year. Still listen to you guys for the banter. Footprints are a big win in my opinion. Thank you so much for 41 months, man. You're an absolute hero. Yeah, Steely has to go in and then gets resetted by a structural engineer. That will get expensive. Okay, well, you know. Like I said, in for a penny, in for a pound now, Ross. Might as well chuck 50 at me then. Likes are free. Likes are free. And again, Ross, I'm joking, clearly. I need to, you know. Too many people nowadays confuse the banter for the grift. Thank you for 41 months, Chuck. Was that Jarl tier as well? Amazing. Amazing. I'm going to probably need you this month, Leon. A couple of times, I reckon.
Are you going to see Super Troopers?
Right, for fear of being shouted at, thank you for the 20 bucks, thank you for the orange one, but for fear of being shouted at, what the fuck, Super Troopers? Is this a new film coming out? What Super Troopers? Yeah, if you're keen, Leon, I'm going to need you 2 or 3 times, I reckon, this week. Oh my god, my voice. Don't worry, tomorrow I'll rest. I'll rest my voice. And then Wednesday will be a show. What's up, the Springies? What is it? Because I don't know what Super Troopers is. I'm about to be educated about what Super Troopers is. If it's about going to see Super Troopers in, is it cinema? It's a film series. Are we still surprised? Super Trooper seems up your alley. It's a stoner comedy about... I don't like it then. I'm not interested. A stoner comedy, I'm out straight away. Instantly out. I have the Titan strain. The pop-up stuff. Go on it. $99 times out of 100, chat. Maybe more. 99 times out of 100. If it's narcotics related, I'm not interested. I'm instantly, yeah, I'm done. Stoner comedy isn't quite right though. Okay, I'm more open to it again then. $300 for the jet bikes. Insta gift, mate. What? Yeah. So if we get to 300 members today, there's 35 to go. Then I'm going to start a new series in about 2 weeks' time, and every fortnight I'll put out a new video that will update my progress on my jet bike journey. Message waiting for you post stream. Thanks, mate. Thank you, the Red Magma, for 5 gifted memberships. So we're now 30 away from jet bike journey. Is the pop-up stuff still viable? Not after first use, really? Love the banter on this channel. It's one of the reasons I love this channel. People should have more banter, throw dice and enjoy themselves. Don't take yourself too seriously in this world. People take things too seriously. People take things far too seriously. People get offended too easily. People get upset too easily. I don't get it. I don't get it. Not even with the blue chew. Well, Ross, I need to. Can you also message me, Ross? I need to message you after this. The catch is chat with the Speed Liam's painting. So right, Yeston, you fucker. I have painted the most of any singular army I have ever painted in my whole painting career is Simhan Eldar, and I had done about 4,000 points of it before I sold it. I know the colours already. I know what I want to do. I've just got to paint it. I do need to go get my airbrush booth from my old garage and bring it to my new one. But this is one of those rare armies where I'm actually pretty confident about the painting, if I'm honest. Legitimately actually pretty confident about it. So what I've got to figure out is jet bike bases. I've got to figure that out. Leon, I've just seen your message. You're amazing. Thank you. He needs a red rattle can. Airbrush. Mephiston red airbrush. Psh. Banging. Banging. Right, half an hour to go, team. I might try and get an early night. Quite tired. I'm not sleeping. I got to sleep last night about midnight. I woke up at fucking 4 in the morning. It's not going well. Hence I got eyes that are like this. I'll get there though. Simhan is the red and black or the yellow and blue? Red and black. Yellow and blue is the Yandin. Yellow and blue is the Yandin Wraith host. But everything looks good in Simhan. Everything. And Simhan is the serpent. Red, black, white helmets is Simhan. Oh, beautiful. It's a beautiful scheme. And it's so easy to paint. So easy to paint. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Chat, we are 22 likes away from 100, and it's free. Can't beat Beltan, in my opinion. Those vines are gorgeous. Yeah, if you can do the vines, there's a couple of people out there on Instagram and stuff that do the vines in an utterly phenomenal way. And if you can do the vines, Biltan is one of the most striking schemes out there. Biltan also heavily uses aspect warriors, so they're super cool for like aspect host types armies as well. Love it. It's cool. I'm here for it. But if you can't do the vines, I'm not sold on it then being the best one. I quite like Ulthway. I do really like Ulthway, especially if you can do the jig-jaggy spiky things. Nathan, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. Chat, we're 25 away. 5 lots of 5 and we're there. We've done it. 120, 1.5, we're there. Get some magnesium tablets, big man. Work is super stressful and I was getting an hour or 2 a night with the magnesium tablets. My brain switches off and I can get some sleep. I take magnesium. I've got zinc magnesium I take every night. The vines would give me an aneurysm, yeah. Honestly, was debating on making mixed craftfuls as my new scheme for when I picked up L. So Yandon for race, Biltan for aspects, etc. Love it. Here for it. Love it. There's no reason why you can't do that. Fucking cool. And it suits Eldar anyway. I think you get away with it. If you base it all the same, right? If you put all the same color basing, all the same rim jobs, that ties it in, and because it's Eldar, it works. I love the Harlequin colors. I adore Harlequin colors, and I've got a load of Harlequins that were painted by my friend. My God, fucking gorgeous. 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 I did try painting Wraiths Yanden before. I did, but yellow can get in the sea. Mind you, I did that before I had an airbrush. Build Tangent have been my colour scheme when I started painting. Instead, loved Ulthway in Dawn of War 2 and got them painted as such. I love Ulthway though. Ulthway is a gorgeous scheme. If you get the bone colour right on the weapons, and the helmets, Ulthway is a gorgeous scheme. And I know it's black, but if you do it well, my God. I mean, as soon as I discovered Corvus Black, I need to figure out where the fuck I'm going to put my painting rack in this room. I don't think it will fit there. I don't know, we'll figure it out. That is certainly a future me problem. My voice is going again. Oh my God. Oh. You're laughing at Evan. I will lubricate my throat with some squash. Right, is there anything else to talk about in the world of Warhammer whilst we're here? Let's have a look. I'm trying to paint red and yellow right now, and it's 3 coats of yellow minimum, but also I'm a novice painter at best. We're all novices, mate. We all are. Anything else in the world of Warhammer 40k? There's a rumour engine today. What's the rumour engine? The fuck is that? Chat. The fuck is that? Corvus Black is such a good colour. It is. 100%. I found Abaddon and Chaos Black to be a bit too much. Corvus is insane. Corvus is a great colour. What's this? It's like a weird snake bird beast. %, Seraphon. You reckon? Already got them on the Slan models. Star Pilot has snuck into GW again. What's the other one? 28th of July. That could be Seraphon. 21st of July. So could that. 14th of July. Less so. Any gen on Legion of the Damned coming to Kill Team? Legion of the Damned coming to Kill Team would be fucking insane. I've not heard anything. I can do some Googling. A Flying Danger Noodle, yes. Yeah. I could do some digging and have a look. That's a show, isn't it? What should the next 3 kill teams be? That's a show. That's a great idea, Dan. You can have that one. Oh, drop my fidget spinner. This thing keeps me sane sometimes, honestly. Stops me murdering a person. It's a real risk. It's a real risk. Yeah, I've not heard anything about Legion of the Damned for Kill Team. It would make sense. And it would literally make sense. Like, I think it would be a fucking great idea to have Legion of the Damned as a kill team, I think. So if there has been a rumour out there, I hope that it's a true one. I hope it's based on some level of fact. but I've not heard anything. I've not seen anything. So pass, I don't know. I know what it is. What is? Oh, the rumor engine image. You know you don't. Shut up. I'm looking forward to this Heimharn Force. I started building it the day on content. You know, obviously at the moment I'm currently building my Dino Riders because they're just sick. I don't know if they fit in Jet Bike Army, but I have written a Jet Bike Army, chat. I could tell you about my Jet Bike Army if you want to hear about my Jet Bike Army. I'm going to keep saying the words Jet Bike Army because the army list has Battle Force Wind Rider host. It is 2,000 points on the nose, and every single model in the army, every single model in the army has the jet bike keyword. Guild Team's a great place for Games Workshop to try out new or returning stuff. Absolutely is, yes. I have some unbuilt jet bikes, the new ones. Red and black scales, what? Oh no, I'm not using the dynos for jet bikes. I live in absolute blind hope that Exodites get a more complete model range. I live in blind hope that Exodites get like a Harlequin stroke Corsair treatment. That's what I live in hope for, Roscopy. So we don't need them in the... They'll... can I add them to Simon? I don't know. I could definitely see Exodites fitting in the Windhost. Yeah, but I've got... Like I said, I've got 100% models with jet bike keyword. It's got Shining Spears. It's got Shroud Runners, it's got Warlocks, it's got Farseers, it's got normal jet bikes, it's got Vipers. 100% jet bike army. And it's going to be a thing of beauty. Until I have to do a movement phase with those little flying stands. Then I'm going to hate a person. But you know, we're here for it. Get the old Wild Stegodon for a Wave Serpent. Probably some cool things you can do with Seraphon conversions with Eldar. To make it fit, right? Cool to see a tank dinosaur with a decal on its back. I have 6 Shroud Runners nicely painted, but my poor models, all of them have come from broken wings and pieces. Ah, yeah. So one of the reasons why I got rid of my Heimharn army, Red Magma, well, I had a Heimharn army that I painted myself before you all start. And one of the reasons why I got rid of it is because it was, I used it at events and tournaments, and it went in and out of carry cases, and I had a, oh, the chair's sinking. And I had a, hang on. I had a KR multi-case with pre-cut foam that fitted things like the jet bikes and stuff like that, right, which is cool. When I painted the army, the first model I painted for the army properly was a Farseer on a jet bike, and I took a lot of time and effort on him because he was the warlord, right? And he was one of my proudest ever painted miniatures at the time. No, that's a lie. At the time, he was my proudest ever painted miniature. I was so proud of him, in fact, I wanted to protect the paint job, and so I went to varnish him, and I bought the Games Workshop varnish at the time. And guess what? I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this yourself, but it went all cloudy and shit. It looked fucking awful after. It looked beautiful before I varnished it. It looked awful after I varnished it. I was so upset. I spoke to a friend of mine, Mr. Waller, who's a bit of a painting god. He said, this is some things you can do to make it better, and I did them and it made it slightly better. But ultimately it fucked the model. And so that gave me a complete aversion and allergic reaction to fucking varnishing, right? I didn't want to varnish anything ever again because of that experience. So I had these models that I'd painted, and they would go in and out of the carry case. And so the jet bikes, the like noses of the jet bikes would rub as you put them in the carry case, and the little top of the helmets would rub on the foam. And so eventually what happens is it rubs the paintwork off, right? Which is all well and good, apart from all the cowls were airbrushed. So when you rub that off, getting it back on is, to make it look neat and smooth, is more complicated. Then they've got the little stubby wings that kept breaking, and probably because they weren't looked after properly, to be honest with you. I got pissed off of the flying stands, so I super glued a load of flying stands in, which I think was a mistake. I should have just pinned them, but I super glued them all in, etc, etc, etc. There's a load of stuff that happened, right? And so it got to the point where the army was battered, it was damaged, there was paint missing, there was bits broken, and so we sold it. We sold it on eBay. I think it was eBay. And Joe's painted me a fresh Eldar army, which I love, because I get to use loads of stuff I didn't have before, mainly because back then the aspects were all fucking fine cast and I refused. But now I'm missing playing with my own Eldar, and I'm more importantly missing playing with Simon. And now you actually can play with Simon. And now you actually can make a Wind Rider host with Wind Rider host rules. I use Games Workshop brush on Storm Shield varnish and rarely have problems. Rarely's not never though. You're going to put some X-Lights in your Simon. So the intent will be to start with, Nezzy, the intent will be to start with, we've got 25 members to go, but the intent will be to start with to go for a full 100% jet bike army. Once that's done, I'll add other stuff. Wraiths, aspects, tanks, fucking war walkers, etc. Hey, Free Radio Armageddon, how's it going, dude? Hey, Mr. Dave WK, how is it also going, dude? Still enjoying your leave? I feel that varnish my Prince Uriel and his spear and face frosted. Yeah, fuck it. I hate varnishing for that reason. But yeah, and we'll add autarchs. I've got this look, you know. Your old Simon was beautiful. Not at the end, it wasn't. Got this cheeky chap's got to be done. From the commemorative series. Got this cheeky chap that's got to be done. From the commemorative series. So I've got stuff to do. I use an art grade spray varnish, never had a problem. Okay, I always done a test model before I test the varnish. I'll shake the fuck out of it and warm it up a bit, okay. I've been better, but workout complete, so that's something. Also bored now. Oh, bless you. Well, I'm sat here, Dave, waiting for a cheeky 25 gifted memberships so that I have an excuse to start my jet bike journey and make a pre-recorded series for the channel for you lot to watch. That's what we're doing. With 13 minutes to go and 25 members. We need like 2 members a minute. If you're up for it, team. I'm painting my anniversary Autarch at this moment right now. Is he beautiful? As a non-painter, why does varnish go cloudy? I don't know. I think it's just to do with temperature and conditions. It's a really funny substance. But I don't know the science behind it or the reasons as to why. I just know that the one time I've ever varnished the model, it went fucking shiny. And so now I'm like done. Oh my God, Dave. Feeling good after that workout then. Thank you so much, Dave, for 20 gifted memberships. Chat, I don't want to alarm you. Dave's done a shitload of hard work for you there. Fucking hero. Love you, mate. Need to try and get up for the Borough game. Oh my God, he's done it. Is he related to Andrew WK? Yeah, 100%. Something in the chemistry of it with humidity, I think. I think it is humidity. Dave, my fucking word. He's done it for you, team. He's done it for you. Look at that. You fucking legend. Thank you so much for 25 gifted. Jesus Christ. I set it thinking we wouldn't hit it. Done better than some game stream days. And we're on 88 likes. And we're on £62 in super chats. Finished him off on stream. He did, yeah. Mordian Glory confirmed member. Look at that. It gives them to anyone, doesn't it? Who else have we got? Jort, Joshua, Scroggy, Dan, Soundwave, FNK, The Miniature Staven, Captain Cadia, Kyrez, Aaron Smolinski, Dr. Spirit, Arados, Fancy Pandas, Neil Robertson, Sneaky Storm, RPD Tyrant, Lego Sapper, great name, Kaon, Compass Corner, and El Diablo. You all get to say thank you today for 25 gifted. I'm going to reach out if you notice her. Ooh. What Liam means is I set it hoping you wouldn't hit it. No, I actually really wanted to do this one. But I didn't think you would. I really wanted you to. I really wanted to do it. Because on the weeks where I don't have the boys, when I do, the 50% of the time I don't have the kids, I've now got time. Very, very lonely time. So I'm going to try and fill that with content and do something fun and interesting and different. But I did hope you did it because I kind of really wanted to do it. And then I worried I'd set the goal too high because I really wanted to do it. And it was sat on 275 and I was like, should I just say I'm going to do it anyway? No, I can't because then they'll never believe me that I need to hit the target before. And then fucking Dave WK comes in and flops his dick out. Thuds it on the table. That bike journey's a thing. So the intent for this, right, chat, because you've now paid for it, the intent for this thing is simply to document my project two weekly chunks. How much I've done, how much I've built, how far I've gone, that kind of thing. Reminds me of the early days of streaming where we would keep you trapped on stream with the late gifted members. Yeah, Simon, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You're a legend. There's no new targets. Don't worry, I'm not changing the target. This is just me being grateful now for extra gifteds. Thank you so much. You can keep me trapped tonight for a little while, but I'd quite like it's much cooler today as well. I'd quite like to sleep. This is yeah. You're right, Gasty. You're right. You're 100% spot on. You are correct. Exclamation mark Discord indeed. Get yourself in Discord, everyone who's a new member. Come and join us. Come and join the Great Hall. I might start doing maybe like Sunday afternoon Discord hangouts. Or every other Sunday. Maybe? I'm not sure yet. How many gifts if you redo the description links? What's wrong with the description links? Thank you, Mr. Sven Holier, for the 1 gifted membership. You're a legend. building the new ogres for Old World. Not easy to rank up on square bases. Fuck on. Oh no. You wonderful, wonderful people. Right. On that note, I think we're going to get ready to say good night and adieu. Adieu? Adieu? Goodbye? Farewell? So long? Adieu? How do you say it? Why can't I not remember how to say that fucking word? You people have been fucking fantastic as always. Mr. Big John coming in with 50 gifted, and Mr. Andy coming in with 25 gifted, and it's mad. Absolutely mad. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It does mean that we have hit 302 gifted memberships for the day, which means the jet bike journey will start probably next week. I need to figure out the setup, but probably next week. So some of that's going to come very soon. We then have the Warhammer show tomorrow evening. Joe is he's currently very hopeful his car will get fixed in the morning, right? So he should be back for Thursday for a Liam and Joe show. Another live game in the evening. We've got Adam back in the studio. It's currently me and Adam playing with Joe on the deck. Then Friday we come back with After Dark, and I'll go grab some more beers from the shop so I can sit here and have a couple of quiet ones with you wonderful human beings. You're insane. You're amazing. I love you. We did nearly hit 100 likes. We got 7 likes away from 100 likes. We didn't quite hit Super Chat target. That's a struggle at the moment. I don't know how to encourage you people to say silly things on postcards, but we'll figure it out. And we did do 152 members today, which means you did slightly better than Day Team. So, amazing. Amazing, amazing. My own paint record is, 5 Plague Marines in the past 20 plus years, but projects, about 9-ish for Horus Heresy only right now. Oh my God. Insane. That's quite like it. Right, you people. Come and join us again tomorrow at 7:30 for the Warhammer show. I don't think there'll be Vag content tomorrow because I've got to go pick the kids up. Probably not. So join us tomorrow for 7:30. But maybe in the morning. Maybe, but I also need to do a food shop for the kids coming. My God, life's hard. You're amazing human beings. Thank you so much for watching the show. Thank you so much for your amazing support. Thank you so much for all the incredible words tonight. It's been, especially when we talked about battle reports and you talked about our show and what makes it different and what makes it, in your opinion at least, for some of you better. I really do genuinely appreciate it. It's a bit of a morale boost, to be honest, which God fucking knows I need at the moment. You're insane people. I love you all. You're amazing. You are the best chat. You are the best audience. You are the best community. Fingers crossed I'll see you all tomorrow for the Warhammer show, and we'll sit and have a giggle then as well, and I'll let my voice rest a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. Good night to everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll see you in the next one.